Hey everybody, it's Penny Shelton here of PennyShelton.com, back with another episode of Foodie Friday. Since the beginning of January, I've been leading a wellness program called Lighten Up. Myself and dozens of other people have been focused on cleaning up our diet. Most of us have tackled a 10-day reset, which included cutting all sugar out of our diet. By this time in the month, my sweet tooth has kicked in and I have a hankering for something that's still healthy, but that's going to satisfy that craving. So today, I'm going to be making what I'm calling heart-healthy oatmeal almond power balls. I'm going to show you the ingredients right now. These power balls are super easy. I recommend that you get all your ingredients set out on the countertop like I do, so they'll come together really fast. Here's a cup and a half of raw almonds that we're going to put into a blender or a food processor and pulse chop them into a coarse flour. The recipe I have calls for a half of a cup of gluten-free oats, but I'm substituting half of a cup of organic oat flour. Either one will work great. I have a fourth of a cup of raw almond butter from Trader Joe's. And then I have 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. That's going to help bind these together. This is my favorite superfood blend right now. It has maca, reishi mushrooms, and ashwagandha, which is an adaptogen that helps combat stress and fatigue. And we're going to use about a teaspoon. I'm going to add a teaspoon of organic vanilla extract, about 1/4 of a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, a pinch of Himalayan salt, and then we're going to chop up about 1/3 of a cup of these bittersweet 85% cacao dark chocolate chips. And what I don't have out yet is maple syrup, and we'll put about 3 tablespoons of maple syrup into the balls. I used my Vitamix to chop up the almonds, and I like to leave a little bit of texture. You can see that. I don't want it to be just as fine as flour because we have that oat flour going. So I've also added, sorry about the lighting, the almond butter, the cinnamon, the superfood power. There's 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, some maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then I'm going to combine that, mix it together with a spatula and make a dough. Then I'll add the chocolate chips at the end. Okay, you can see that I've just coarsely chopped those dark cacao chocolate chips. You don't have to chop them. I just decided I didn't want to bite into big chunks of chocolate throughout these balls. You could also take a dark cacao chocolate bar and break that up and chop it up, really just kind of whatever you have on hand. Okay, once you have the mixture all well incorporated, you're going to take your hands and you're going to form balls. It's a little crumbly right now, but as you get your balls done, if you choose to, you can roll this in a little oat flour, or I'm going to use some cacao nibs that I have, and then you'll put them into the freezer for about 30 minutes. Which is going to cause that coconut oil to firm up and it'll hold the balls together. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare these, put them in the freezer, and we'll take a look. Well, that came together super quick and easy. If you have any kind of a hard time getting these balls to stick together, don't be afraid to wet your hands a little bit. I have a little friend here that's wanting in on it. Dogs don't eat chocolate. Let's do a taste test. I'm so excited. I decided not to roll them in cacao nibs. I thought we have enough chocolate, and I think next time I make these, I'll cut the chocolate chips back to about 1/4 of a cup. And I do think chopping them up and making them a little bit smaller is a good idea. So you ready? Let's taste. Here's what I love about it. Of course, the nut butter. What's there not to love about that? I love it that the almonds still have some texture. and that the oat flour is a really good binder. I'm tasting just a hint of vanilla, which I love. Really not tasting the cinnamon at all. I think I would up the amount of cinnamon because cinnamon is so good for your blood sugar. A lot of healing properties, especially in Ceylon cinnamon. That's what to look for at the store when you're buying cinnamon. Not overly sweet at all. As a matter of fact, the flavors are perfectly balanced. It's not gonna be like a big sugar hit to your system, and all of the protein is going to help balance that out so that it is gonna be a true energy ball. It's gonna give you energy that's going to be sustained through, like if you eat this at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when your levels are dropped, it's gonna give you a boost and help you get through the end of your day. So I would say eating 1 or 2 balls a day would be plenty. These are gonna keep for up to a month in the freezer, probably a couple of weeks in the refrigerator, and if you leave them out at room temperature, I would guess about a week. So I hope you will make these heart-healthy almond oatmeal power balls. Sorry you can't have them, Murph. They're delicious. Wow. What a treat.